Today we're at the home winery getting ready to head out to pick some grapes. So we're going to take you grape picking. We're going to be making a batch of Grenache wine today. So let's not waste any time. Let's head out to the vineyard and pick some beautiful grapes. All right, so we're here at the vineyard, and we're going to be picking some Grenache grapes. So you can see some of the bundles and stuff here. So we're going to show you how that's done. When going to the vineyard to pick grapes, we're going to do it nice and early so the grapes are still cool. And what we're doing is we're looking for really big, plump clusters with ripe grapes. We don't want green ones on there. We want them like solid purple, like these clusters that you see here. This looks like a really nice cluster. So we'll cut this one off and show you just how beautiful and plump the cluster is. We're looking for grapes with a nice Brix level, which is the sugar content, typically above 24%. For Grenache can actually go higher. These, when we checked them before I started filming, were around 25-26% Brix, which is good. And there's some clusters that will be a lot less, but we want to look for these really nice big clusters that will give us lots of juice and lots of skins, because skin contact in red winemaking is important. But we also want to make sure we get lots of juice to ferment and to create the alcohol that we're looking for. This is the same kind of thing we look for in agave fields. We look for Brix content of the agave when making tequila. So here we just got to pick them by hand. And the goal here is we wanted to pick about 240 pounds, which would make us about 15 to 20 gallons of wine, which would equal about 90 bottles of wine approximately. So we're picking as much beautiful clusters as we can. A lot of times the vineyards want you to clear out the entire row, so we try to work on taking as much good grapes as we possibly can. Here I'm picking some really nice clusters, making sure we stock up on some really nice, good quality grapes. This is a professional vineyard where I was picking these, so they actually do provide grapes for some of the local wineries. So this way I can ensure that the quality of the grapes is going to be really good. You have to be really careful, because if you don't have good quality grapes, it's hard to make good quality wine. Well, we made it home to the home winery, and we've got our tubs of grapes here. So we'll show you that in a second, though. So we're going to go ahead and we set our grape crusher up too. So we're going to go ahead and start crushing the grapes and getting them ready to make wine out of them. So we'll keep you here and show you how that's done. All right, we got the crusher loaded. You can see the grapes there in the crusher. So we're going to go ahead and start crushing and destemming the grapes. So you guys can see how that's done. All right, so we have this wheel here on this side. So what we have to do is just turn this wheel. And when we turn it, it'll start crushing the grapes. You can see them coming out there. And then the stems will come out on this side. It removes the grapes from the stems. So we'll go ahead and put this down here so you guys can see what's happening here. So it's smashing the grapes, and then the stems are coming out the other side, taking the stems out. So then after you're done, after the grapes are crushed, they fall into this bucket like so, and you collect the juice and the grapes and get them ready to ferment. So we're going to take care of the crushing, and we'll show you what everything's like afterwards. All right, we got the grapes crushed, and we have them sitting in this tote here where we're going to chill them down to below 40 degrees because Grenache grapes are are thin-skinned, and there's not a whole lot of tannins and stuff to them. We're going to do this to extract some of the aromas and color that we're going to need in order to have it turn out good. So if you see here too, the the grapes inside. They're all crushed. There's an enzyme in here called lalazyme that's going to be breaking down the skins right now, and there's also SO2 in there, so to prevent any bacteria from eating the must or any yeast from taking it over. So we have two 10-gallon trash cans here filled with grapes that have been crushed already, and we're going to let these sit in here for probably 3 or 4 days. We keep adding ice to keep it cold. We want to keep it down in the 40s so it doesn't ferment, and then all the extraction can happen. And then we're going to do the ferment after this, so we'll come back and visit with you guys after the ferment, and we'll go show you the other buckets in the refrigerator too here in just a second. All right, so we have these two buckets of crushed grapes as well. We have the enzymes in them. We have SO2 in it too, potassium metabisulfate to prevent it from being fermented by any yeast that are in there, and it knocks out any bacteria and stuff as well. So we're going to have these sit 3 or 4 days here in the fridge and in the ice, keeping them chilled so we can get the nice aromas and color and stuff out of them. And then we'll ferment. The preliminary Brix on these were 24.7 sugar level, which would put us about high 14%. And then the pH, the acidity of it was 3.49, which means it's going to be right where we want it to be. And that's a good range. It's not going to be too acidic, so it's not going to have too much of a bite to it. So it should be really nice. But we'll do another Brix and pH reading, and I'll show you how that's done when we get ready to ferment here coming up soon. We'll see you then.